everybody. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. It's officially winning time in the NFL. In today's wildcard matchup, victory is the only option for these two teams. It's the Saints going up against the Lions.
All right, Larry, first opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit. Coming up, it's the final game of Wild Card Weekend, and we've got a good NFC matchup in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Detroit Lions. Win or go home is the mantra, and off we go. We're underway in this NFC Wild Card game. On the return, here comes Amir Abdullah. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. And the D looking like they may blitz. Takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Now a handoff looking right. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Forced out to his left. He finds Roberts, complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Second down following the run. From the 50, it's Stafford. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, here's Stafford. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
But when you're going up against a talented receiver like that, you just know that they're going to bring more people to him, right? They're going to double cover him every chance they get.
I think that is what we're going to see all game long, an early taste of that double, maybe even sometimes triple coverage we might see.
Yeah, I think what they're counting on, his talent to sometimes beat that double coverage.
And look at this. They're keeping the punter on the sideline. They're going to go for it here on the opening drive. They snap it to Stafford. Wilson snags it left side. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down, Detroit.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by taking it right down Broadway? Touchdown, Detroit! A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead.
Throughout the game, we're going to track so many different statistics, but one is becoming increasingly in vogue, explosive runs of 20 yards or more, and we just saw one right there to open this game.
Now we'll see how the other team responds, because when you get a play like that against you this early in the game, you got to feel like your back's against the wall a little bit.
Yeah, the pressure now increases on you because your first thought is we have to answer right now.
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
Just 2 yards to go here on 2nd down for the offense. Breeze now. Buying time to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
As you and I know from visiting a lot of camps, no one practices this type of a start, do they?
No, especially not on the road. You give up the touchdown on the opening drive. Now there's likely a 3 and out on your first possession.
Yeah, you throw that incompletion there. You hate to fall into a hole early, especially on the road. Got to be careful.
And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. They'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
They run the counter now on first down. And some room to work. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Getting the sense Charles are going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light vest.
And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. 23 yards on the play. And now a first down following that long gain. Handoff as they run the counter play. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Well, forget about finding a lane there. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Probably fortunate he was able to hold on to the football.
And the offense will be looking to get at least some of this yardage back here at 2nd and 12. Out of the gun, Stafford. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And Tate's got it. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to air one out. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Michael Roberts, 32 yards. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. And man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The Saints offense now, they get ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. From the gun, it's Breeze. On the check down, he finds Kamara. A good pickup there at 22.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
They go play action here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Ezekiel Ansah in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the 2014 NFL interception leader, Glover Quinn. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Glover Quinn came into the NFL as a cornerback, but he's morphed into one of the better safeties in the league, and he just finished this one off with that nice pick.
And they'll start this drive with very good field position. After the interception, here's Stafford. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
On second down, they'll try and run the counter. And nowhere for him to go again. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 3rd and 10 here to start things out. Now it's Stafford off the bootleg. And incomplete. Almost intercepted. The D lineman almost had it. Couldn't hang on.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. Throwing is Stafford. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal.
Well, the field goal attempt was well in hand. They had that, but they decided to go for it anyway. Extreme confidence, it looks like.
Yeah, but I bet the defense is going to remember this one, right? They kind of rubbed their nose in it. Now a handoff here to his running back. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He's trying to get his 2nd touchdown.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions add on to their lead. And it is now 21-0. Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
And he'll get this up only to about the 33. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He goes underneath to Ingram. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this out past the 45 to the 47. A 6-yard pickup on the ground that time, and that'll make it 3rd and 4 coming up.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Breeze now on first down. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Ziggy Ansah in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Well, Breeze throwing on 2nd down. The catch made over the middle by Ginn. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Well, if you want to be known as dependable to your quarterback, that's what you have to do. Go into the middle of the field, know the hit is coming, and catch the football. And that's exactly what he just got done.
And defensively, a little deflating to be able to lay that hit and not have the ball pop free, right?
No doubt about it, because your goal defensively, knock it free so that they say, okay, guess what? We're not going to throw it in there anymore. Now, they'll still continue to be aggressive.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Flushed out right. He may try and run for this. And he is hit pretty hard from the side as he's knocked down. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
They'll go for it. It's Breeze. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up 1st and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Saints get a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. So here come the Lions now. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
In motion left goes Jones. first and 10. Stafford. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he'll get this back down to about the 12-yard line. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
This is Ingram on first and 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have cut it back within a score. And he puts it through. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They run the counter now on first down. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Out come the Saints now. They'll go on offense first here to begin the third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They start the second half with Kamara, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Ezekiel Ziggy Ansah with a tackle for loss. Just think he's still learning the game of football. Didn't play a heck of a lot of it in his native country, and at BYU was just scratching the surface before he hit the NFL.
Yeah, from Ghana, where he really liked soccer and basketball, but football's okay for him, right?
Yeah, I think it's worked out very well. Drafted on potential, he's realizing it here.
Again has it complete. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
The Saints on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. To throw is Breeze. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A very solid gain of 27.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. And they're definitely showing blitz here. Breeze to throw on second down. That's caught by Meredith right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Red zone opportunity. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. To throw, it's Breeze. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Breeze now to throw. Now Breeze lost the football. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And he returns it up just shy of the 20 to the 19-yard line. And they're going to come up empty here on 4th down.
I know one thing. The team that had the ball and was driving, they're going to feel horrible. But the team that was on defense, and we got to give them a little bit of credit, able to hang in there and force a key turnover.
In the red zone, though, had a chance to tie it and an opportunity missed. And to give this time to the tailback. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. And they're behind the sticks here a bit now, dealing with a 2nd and 12. And he'll give it here to his running back. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Lions on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Stafford. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. Here comes the D swarming to the line. first down. Stafford here. He's going to let one fly for Tate. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, 75 yards. And the Lions have taken the lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Prater now set to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10.
If you're a wide receiver and they call a screen pass, you're counting on some people being out in front of you blocking. But that play was well diagnosed by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. And they got there and swarmed and finished off the play.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Going to throw right side here, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Fresh set of downs here. Back now at Ford Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. Looking long for Thomas. And is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now it's Stafford. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. And he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And now the Saints get set to trot out there. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And then finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something
Heads up.
to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And now running right through him. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play. Throwing now is Breeze. And that'll make it and he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Cameron Meredith, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Lions offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's 2nd down. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now they try the right side here. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Jim Caldwell's guys cannot come through there on 4th down. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Breeze on the draw, gives to Kamara. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And at this stage in the game, every play is magnified here as we get down to the nitty-gritty. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. And this defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Saints have moved out in front.
Did you see them hold up four fingers to the start of the fourth quarter?
They were ready.
They were definitely ready. They may or may not have done that, but they certainly have played that way. The fourth quarter has belonged to them, and now the lead belongs to them as well.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So out now come the Lions. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up the...
They've got his man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That goes for a gain of 31. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Back to throw. To the right and complete to Galladay. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down.
It didn't check off every box, but the most important one. Got the clock stopped, getting out of bounds. They may be a little short of the first down, but I thought that was the key.
Second down to the offense, needing 5 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Partner, you've got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. What a great sequence by this defense so far. They've given him nowhere to go with the football.
And they just have to make it stand up one more time because it appears that they've got their number. Can they not have a slip up here and allow the touchdown?
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And as a result, their playoff run may end right here. Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here. They have the lead, still a one-possession game, but the defense got to stop. They've got the football now, just salted away, right?
Exactly. That's all the defense is counting on from their offense. They did their job in a big way. You know they're over on the sidelines now starting to take their tape off. And, hey, we've done this thing. The offense has to put it away, and that means ball security.
Absolutely. Stranger things have happened. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. It's a gain of 14 there, and that should be enough to get him home free. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Breeze is looking to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete, and they don't get the reception. Incomplete. So now they're down to 17 seconds remaining. On second down, Ingram. And some space here. Ingram's got the first down and more. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that would just about put a capper on this game. You and I have seen a lot of special comebacks. This one pretty much unbelievable. Roaring all the way back from that huge deficit, now in the driver's seat.
Take the numbers out of it. It seemed insurmountable. It seemed monumental, like no chance you could get that done, but they did. Let's go back to the 92 NFL season, 93 playoffs. Houston, Buffalo, in Buffalo. Houston with the monster lead, and here come the Bills all the way back to win it.
Led by Frank Reich, correct?
Yes, Frank Reich was the quarterback. He had done it in college a few times. He did it in the pros with the Bills. How old were you then?
I was 10. But I remember it. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And barring something unforeseen, this will be the last play of the game. One last throw here for Stafford. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by a former first-round pick, Patrick Robinson. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Getting into the playoffs is one thing. Now they get to move on. Just 8 teams left.
The dream stays alive. Everyone's gunning for the Super Bowl. That's the ultimate. But you have to get there in incremental steps. One win today gets them one step closer.